tobacco plant is not a tomato plant like I seen on Larry Hall's video. He says treat the tobacco plant like a tomato plant. No, you don't. Otherwise, you'd have tomatoes on the tobacco plant. Every plant is different and it needs different specific soils and pH. pH. Everybody's talking about putting ash on your tobacco plant too. That's not correct because that alkalines the soil. And so when you have an alkaline soil, you have an acidic leaf. And that's my experience with growing, is that when you have an alkaline soil, you have an acidic type of fruit, or acidic soil, you have an alkaline type of fruit. So it seems to kind of go back and forth like that, mildly. But putting charcoal in the soil, there is benefits of putting carbon in the soil, but it's not a treatment that is for pH lowering, because that actually increases alkalinity, like up to 8 instead of 7's neutral, and then you want it at 5.8, so you want an acidic soil, so you add sulfur. And the tobacco plant is an herb because it doesn't have any fruit. It has a flower, like a rhododendron, like an azalea, which are both plants that use sulfur, and they're very high in sulfur, or acid. So sulfur is the acid that they put in soil. So it's very cheap. It's $5 at Home Depot. You can get it, sprinkle it on the soil, and lower the pH of the soil to 5.8. And below that, they say that black root ball infection could be a problem, but that was deep down in the south with humid conditions on tobacco plants. So if you get the soil too acidic, you get root ball fungus. So I believe that what they're saying is 5.8 is good enough. So also drying the herb and harvesting it is waiting till it starts to flower, when it has the volatile oils in the leaves and in the plant, where it's pushing up all that energy to flower. That's when you harvest it, and you just take the whole plant and all, and then you pull the root ball out and you hang it by the root ball upside down, just like you do in your herbs, in your kitchen. But just think of it as a big herb plant, not a tomato plant.